Hey Lego investors. So the Lego Mech line isn't a very good line to invest in. There have been a few sets that have done well, but majority we're just kind of getting mech fatigue. They're not unique. Lego is just pumping them out over and over, and there's nothing that is attractive about investing in. However, we are getting three new mechs that I think might be decent investments. And when I say decent, we are talking very small profits because it's just a weird line. They don't really fit into the Lego universe depending on the theme. And this theme is Star Wars, and that's why I'm kind of looking at these three sets, and I'll at least buy 20 of each mech set just simply for the fact that it's Star Wars. But one set in particular, I might go a little hard on that set. I might get 50 to 100 mechs. And just taking a quick look at previous mechs, you know, Ninjago has a lot of mechs. The Spider-Man kind of has some form of mechs. And then the recent line with the Marvel, Thanos, Rocket, those are just terrible sets that I don't think will do good. Maybe the Rocket set, you might see a $5 to $10 profit, but I think it's going to be very hard. I've been looking at stores just over the past year, and nobody buys them. They just sit on the shelf. So I'm hoping this kind of goes the same way for the Star Wars sets, because then we might see sales, and that will be more enticing to buy these sets. So first up, we have the Stormtrooper mech, and I think it just looks cool. I don't think there's anything in particular unique about this Stormtrooper, and I tend to avoid investing in Stormtroopers because they're just mass produced. They're always included in other sets. This helmet looks a little different, so this might be a unique Stormtrooper, although I'm not entirely sure. Next up is the Darth Vader mech, which is anything Darth Vader is awesome, but I don't think this figure is unique. I believe it's in another set, and I don't think it's I don't think there's going to be a big draw for this one. And these mechs are $16, so I think they're overpriced. So if they go on sale for $12, I'll definitely buy some. But I'm gonna keep my investment low, and I'm just banking on the Star Wars factor because generally Star Wars, I shouldn't say generally, Star Wars is the best theme set to invest in, hands down. Star Wars always, people just love Star Wars Lego. It's a fact. I can provide proof. Until I turn blue, it's just a solid theme. So the third mech set that I absolutely love and that I will be investing in a lot more than the others is the Boba Fett mech. Why? Because I personally believe that Boba Fett is the most popular figure kind of line in that theme. People always say, are we getting Boba Fett fatigue? The sets generally just do well. And when I say well, you know, the old sets, the olden days, you might make $60 on a Boba Fett set or more. Those days are long gone. If you watch my videos, I've been saying this over and over again. The market has changed. Things are different. People need to get adjusted to smaller gains. And with smaller gains, you need to buy a lot more sets. So this set, I will probably buy at least 50 to 100 of these mechs, just simply for the fact of Boba Fett. And I think it looks cool. But this Boba Fett, and it's too early to tell whether we're going to get more sets with this Boba Fett. But if Lego plays their cards right, and this is in fact a unique figure, this is an amazing looking Boba Fett. This looks like the Cloud City Boba Fett, and the printing is just phenomenal. It it's just a higher quality, and I think that's what's going to drive this set. And like I said, we kind of got mech fatigue, so I can see the setting sitting on the shelf for a long time, and they won't sell out. So that will be good for investing later on. Because when you invest in sets, you don't want to buy sets that are just mass hoarded and always sold out. It's always you want that set that kind of is popular, but always sitting on shelves because later on they tend to do well. Not always, but that's how it tends to go. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna use a previous set that is set to retire at the end of this year to kind of gauge how many sets I'll buy of this Boba Fett mech, and if it goes on sale. If it's if it stays $16 all the time, I probably will buy 20 to 50. But if it goes on sale, I'll buy more. And depending on how the Boba Fett micro fighter does, this will judge how hard I go on the set. Because I'm not a big fan of microfighters, but this set I am, simply for the fact of Boba Fett. And if it does well in the secondary market once it retires, if we see a if I see these selling for $20 within a year or two, I am definitely going hard on this set, because I think if you bought at 16, I could see the set selling for around $25 in retirement. I know it's early because I just don't know how many sets are going to be on the shelf and just sell, but I think Boba Fett is a strong investment in general. And if the microfighter does amazing, I think I think this one will do amazing. And I don't think we're ever going to get Boba Fett fatigue. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this set. Will you be investing in it? Please comment below your thoughts on the set and which one of the three do you like? As always, do your own research, have some fun, make some money.
Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.